Hello, ladies and germs. I'm just bored, so I figured I'd go live and see if anybody wants to chat. Probably not, but we'll see. Just sitting here bullshitting. Just bored. Got good news on my foot. I may be being able to go back to work in 4 weeks. So there's that. So I'm just here, bored, waiting for people to want to come and talk to me. Like I said, I got good news today from the doctor's office. I'm probably going to be able to go back to work in about 4 weeks, barring any complications. So there's that. Been a long healing process. For those that don't know, I had my toe amputated in October, and I haven't worked since living off my family. Yeah, man, it has been. I'm just chilling, as I waiting to see if anybody wants to chat. I've been trying to stay busy with other things other than the podcast. Artist interviews are going well, and I've been trying to stay focused on that because I enjoy that more. I really don't like talking about me much. I like rather to uplift independent artists and the community around them. But how y'all doing? What's good, Tony? And or our other lurker? Because I see Amanda and Tony in the chat typing, and we got a couple of lurkers. Like I said, I'm just bored and wanted to see who wanted to chat. Yeah, I'll be glad to be going back to work. I'm tired of being a burden on people, which I always feel like I am. I'm too nice. And then when I switch, people get mad. But it is what it is. And I am who I am. I've accepted it a long time ago. Like I said, I just hate feeling like a burden or a disappointment, which I do a lot. So it is what it is. Like I said, I just got bored and wanted to see if anybody wanted to chat. Figured if I'm out here bored and there's nobody live that I saw, then maybe other people would want to show up and chat also. I'm not good at holding conversation or initiating conversation. I'm better at bouncing off of what other people say. That's why I always tell people to comment. Yeah, I know, Amanda. Shit happens. Just don't step in it. And I try not to. We all have our struggles out here, and I don't like talking about mine that often. Because I know there's people out there that have it worse. Also, I'd like to ask everybody that is a fan that goes and watches the independent artist spotlights that I do to please go and drop comments. It helps the algorithm, along with liking and sharing it out. Had a really dope one with Alpha Tyler recently. And then did an album review for Jason JV's album. Both were fun times. I'm trying to schedule Alpha Byte for an interview this Saturday, and I'm going to have Backwoods Boy on Monday. Backwoods Boy is somebody that a lot of people don't know makes music, and some of the communities that he rocks with and hangs out in knows his name, but it'll be interesting to have an interview with him. And Alpha Byte's a dope artist. People need to check him out. And like I said, Jason JV's album review was fun. Songs were dope. Had a few technical difficulties, but it happens. Namson's music video for Fight is out. I encourage everybody to go and run that up, make it go viral. It's a good song with a good message. Sorry to hear that, Mandy. I understand the struggles. I had an ex that had a kid, and when we were dating, he was probably a year old, maybe, or two, and we'd wake up to that happening, and she'd have to clean it up. I don't understand how anybody can harm a child. I don't understand that in any way, shape, or form. I don't understand how people can justify harming children, whether it be in war or otherwise. Children should be protected and nurtured. It's always been my stance. And I understand, Amanda. No one should feel like they're a burden as long as they're not abusing it. But that's the problem: is people tend to feel that you're abusing it when it's beyond your control, and it makes you feel like a burden. Like I said, I've been dealing with this amputation since October, and it's just now starting to heal up to where I might be able to go back to work. Never heard anything from my application for a disability or Social Security or even for unemployment. But it is what it is. Yeah, Mandy, I don't like looking at all that. Anybody that harms children annoys me. I don't care where you stand politically. If you harm a child, you're the biggest piece of shit on the face of the earth. Discipline. Now, discipline is different than abuse. And let me make that clear because children do need discipline, but it should be tempered. Why not what, Mandy? I don't understand the question. Why haven't I gotten disability or anything? Because I applied and the government has a lot of red tape and paperwork. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I realized after I asked. Government has a lot of red tape and paperwork involved in getting disability, and I also have dragged my feet on trying to find out about it. I think part of that is because I believe that I'll be turned down for it. Yeah, I still have health care. I got medical insurance that covers my bills for my doctor's visits and everything, but it doesn't give me any money for me and for my expenses. So my family has been paying for that and keeping a tally so that whenever I go back to work, I'll start paying them back for it. Because the way American disability um, standards are is you have to be disabled and not working for a year or longer before it's approved. And it hasn't been a year yet. October would be the year. Like I said, that's part of the problem with government funded anything. Sorry to hear that, Amanda. Hope you get to feeling better and hope, maybe that some way, somehow, a miracle happens to help you. Like I said, I don't like talking about my problems because there's always somebody out there with worse problems. Like I said, I just decided to go live to see if anybody wanted to come up and chat. Yeah, Mandy, I don't know. Like I said, that's all the government red tape. There's nonprofits and people that are out there supposed to help, but I haven't heard back from anybody. I guess I need to find paperwork and call them, though. Like I tell everybody, the Lord says the Lord helps those who help themselves, and I don't typically tend to help myself, but I feel partially that I'm unworthy. I've always have felt unworthy of everything, whether it be friendship, love, or otherwise. I tend to sabotage it all and everything just because I guess I don't feel worthy of any of it. I mean, Mandy, it's all good. I mean, there are people that they get it because they need it and everything is good, but there are a lot of people that abuse the system and so they have to put checks and balances in. And I get it. It's also why I don't put my Cash App up and ask for donations from everybody because I'm not looking to be a charity case. I feel bad about doing things like that. Not to mention, there are people out there that have helped me in the past already, and I don't want to burden them any more than I already have. I just hang out online because I got nothing better to do. I'm not looking for a pity party. I'm just, like I said, trying to see who wants to hang out and talk. I can understand that one, Amanda, and I'm glad you made it around. You keep that highlighted for a little bit longer. So much negativity in the world. All I want to do is be a positive light. Even then, I tend to feel like I fall short a lot of times. Yeah, Mandy, probably, but the insurance didn't cover it, and then I had a lapse in insurance also, and now I'm on a really good plan that doesn't cost me anything. So, and they said that it's healed up enough that, barring any complications, I should be fully healed in about a week, in about 4 weeks. So, I just gotta tough out the last 4 weeks, just get it healed up, and go get back to work. Because the wound care that I go to does offer vacuum therapy, but the insurance has to approve it. Otherwise, I come out of pocket, and it's like tens of thousands of dollars. But like I said, I don't like talking about me. How y'all been? What up, Dragon? How you doing, Dragon? How's your break from the internet lives and shit going? I hope you and the family are doing well. Like I said, this is not to be a pity party or anything, even though I do sound kind of down. I'm just going through a lot of shit. But so is everybody else. So, understood, Amanda. Understood. Yeah, Mandy. This is his little break from the break. It's been mighty good. Might make it permanent. Sorry to hear that because I do always love, hearing your opinions and thoughts on the internet. But I get you and I can appreciate it. There's a lot of people that are talking about that possibility of getting off the net and stopping what they're doing, content creating and living their lives, which can't blame them for. What up, Golden? As I said before, on my independent spotlight, on my interviews of artists and all, and everything that I'm doing, please make sure to drop comments in the comment section, like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. It helps the algorithm. I had a pretty good album review with Jason JV recently, and interview with Alpha before that. I'm trying to get Alpha Bite for an interview this Saturday, and then I'll have Backwoods Boy on Monday. Hey, Victoria. It gets too toxic way too quick. Well, yeah, but at the same time, whoever's panel you're on, or if you're live on your own channel, you can dictate how toxic you allow it to be or not through your own actions and you know, taking control if it's your channel. I appreciate everybody coming out. Like I said, I was just bored and wanted to see if anybody wanted to chat. If you got questions or what have you, just type them in the chat and I'll answer them to the best of my ability. I get that, Dragon, but at the same time, it all depends on how toxic you want to be and what you're willing to accept on the internet or off the internet. And like I said, it all depends on how much you do and you allow. Because one, it's living by example, and two, people are only as toxic as you allow them to be. I feel you. I like where I live. It's kind of a big city, but with small town vibes because it's all spread out. It's like 2 or 3 miles across and about 3 to 5 miles vertical. Again, Dragon, I understand, but at the same time, it's also what you allow. You know, like I said, I don't allow people up on my panels unless I know them. And if it starts getting too toxic, I say stuff to people, or I usually do. That or I just shut it down. You know, you do have that option as well. But it's always good to go live and touch base with your fan base and have conversations because conversation leads to understanding. I've always said that having conversation with people allows you to get to know them better. Sometimes golden, sometimes other times you're just there. It is what it is. Like how everybody's talking about how real they are in the chat. I'm real. I'm real. I'm real. And that's the thing, people will be as real as you allow them to be. Some are really toxic and some aren't. It's all in what you allow. That's true, Amanda. She says, Dragon, you're one of the realest people I know, online or offline. And I said, real knows real. It just takes more time online, which is true. I know, Golden. That's one of your stigmas is you are always trying to make people laugh or smile. Right, Amanda? Some people are real and they turn clown because of the circus around them. That's when you have to realize, not my circus, not my monkeys. That's true, Dragon. You allow yourself to be a father, life's too short. Yep, that's good. Never let anything get in the way of family. I've always said that. Family comes first. My parents told me growing up there's two rules to live by. One, don't sweat the small stuff. And two, everything is the small stuff. And I always tell people only worry about what you can control. Don't worry about things out of your control. Let God handle that. Whatever God you believe in. And even if you don't believe in God, whatever you believe in, I believe faith is a big thing that everybody should have. Everybody needs to believe in something, even if it's, I'll have another drink. At least you're believing in something. Man, it says facts. I'm not saying make this number one. Of course, I'm a mama, and I know I'm a mama to the point I do for schooling and all. Yep, that's a good sign of a good parent, Amanda. That's the other thing is you should see the internet as entertainment and enjoy what you're doing. If you're not enjoying it, definitely step away. But when you're a reactor or an artist or whatever, and you make in some way, shape, or form, whether it be behind the scenes or on a live or what have you need it to have your finger on the pulse, so to speak. And it says, I know it doesn't matter what I think, but I support your decision and understand why, Dragon. We always had fun on here, and that's going to be missed. And that's the other thing is, for as much as people feel that there are people that are just being toxic, you do make a difference being on the internet, because you do make connections with people that may not have anybody in their lives or may not have friends to talk to or whatever, and it's a community. And that's what I've always loved about Alpha and his community that he built, is it's an actual community. Are there assholes? Definitely, but there's also good people involved in the community as well, and also other communities that I've been in part of: Dragons Discord, Athena's Discord, so on and so forth. What's up, Fireman? There's good places out there. You just got to search them out. Like I said, if you only focus on the negative, that's all you'll see. You got to focus on the positive and make it happen. Because nothing in life that's easy is worth a damn. Fireman says, don't have any real life friends besides a cousin that I'm close to, besides my online friends. I feel you. I've pretty much pushed away all my real life friends. I just have family that I hang out with from time to time. And it says, but I get it. People act a fool, and your piece is, of course, important as your real. Victoria says, hi, fireman. And like I said, I just enjoy talking with people and having conversations. Was hoping to see if anybody would want to jump up and have conversations with me. But if not, people can type in the chat as much as they want. That's fine too. The engagement helps, and like I said, yes, we will miss you, Dragon. But as you've said before, you're not going to stop, being an artist. So we'll have your music to look forward to. Golden says, I'm glad I had the opportunity to listen to and relate to in some way or another your music, Dragon. If you want, Amanda, it's all up to you. Like I said, anybody that wants to can jump up and we'll have a conversation. And we love you too, Dragon. You're a good dude. But a lot of the people that I rock with online are good people. Alpha Tyler, Jason JV, Mandy, Tilly, Geminator, Tech, Tater, Ash, Fireman, Dragon, Menace, KSN, Blindsight, everybody that I rock with. Triple T, Lori, everybody's good people in their own way. No, Jason, you're not chopped liver. I said you're good people too. Yeah, we might, but at the same time, we also have meaningful conversations, Mandy. Love you, bro. And if you decide to not come back, I'm gonna need a new pick on Menace, buddy, and laugh until we can't breathe. I know, Jason. It's all gravy. Like I said, I got bored and decided to do another boredom podcast to see who wanted to talk and have conversation. Got tired of playing online games on my phone and watching videos on YouTube and or live, so I decided to go live myself and see who was here. Man, it says you stalking her now, Jason. Thank you, Duggan. Duggan. I'm not exactly sure how it's pronounced. I appreciate that, Amanda. Like I said, I would appreciate if everybody that rocks with me would go and like, share, subscribe, leave a comment in the comment section on any and all of my videos to help in the algorithm. We're growing. It's slow, but we're growing, and it's going to be that way. Man, it says, "LOL, yeah, Jason makes you as crazy as I know you are." Damn, Duggan. Says he hasn't had any real rain in Ferguson, Missouri as well. Grounds are like dust. And we had rain earlier today, but it was short. But then again, I live on the coast, so we get that humidity and rain coming in off the Gulf sometimes. And Jason says, "You know, you be my prettiest stalker around, Amanda. Don't play." And like I said, so self promotion is I recently did a album review of Jason JV's album, which was fun, and before that, I had an interview with Alpha Tyler, which was fun. Um, Trying to get a interview with Alpha Bite for Saturday, and then Monday I'm going to be interviewing Backwoods Boy. So that's some of the stuff to look forward to. And then Namson dropped his song "Fight" on YouTube, so everybody go run that up as well. Golden. Amanda being stalked by JJV while he's being stalked by Just Doom. You're welcome, Jason. Jason is Kelly pimping. Haha. Right, fireman? I'm sure I am. Amanda says thank you, JJV. She put an aw in front of it, but I didn't mention that part, so I guess I will now. I feel like I'm floundering up here on my own, but it is my channel. I also saw that Jason just dropped a video, so if y'all want to run over and check it out or bookmark it to watch later, run that up while I'm doing promotions on the channel. I believe Triple T did a breakdown video for an artist. Adam Calhoun had done a live talking about him, Mises, and Tom McDonald have a song dropping Friday, which that should be interesting. Thank you, Mandy. I wouldn't say I'm a god, but I do run the channel. I appreciate it. Jason says, yes, Amanda and I stalk each other because it's fun. Yeah. Fireman asks, was that the review of The Crow, JJV, that you just dropped? Yeah, man, the Doom does love him some Menace. Jason said he hadn't seen it yet. Fireman hoping to catch it tomorrow. And Fireman had said it's crazy. Crazy, I got that right about being the first single off that album. Y'all are getting funny in the chat there. Funny, haha, not funny, the other way. Yeah. While we're on the subject of promotions and/or self-promotion, I told the chat earlier I went to my wound care and they said that I could be going back to work in about 4 weeks if we don't have any major setbacks. So the healing process is going well for my amputated toe. And that's something else for the communities in a whole to realize is you don't have to always have drama to have conversations or talk about religion or politics. You can talk about, music and new drops and new releases and things like that. Cool, Jason. That's what I thought. The new video is part 4 of his Death of Slim Shady album review. That's cool, Victoria. Last night was the breakdown with Adrian Raps. Tonight was the breakdown with Joe Sticks, and he has a breakdown with FJ Outlaw Friday night. So that's cool. Things to look forward to. Alpha Tyler has ATRL Thursday. hopefully. He hasn't been feeling well lately. Um, hope he feels better. He's also been doing Friday night family game nights for people that want to participate. Yes, Amanda, I am on my phone. And Victoria, that's cool. Like I said, Thursday nights are Alpha Tyler's ATRL, which I hang out and watch, and then I do the after party for. Right, the game night thing is fun. We just need more and more people to show up for it. Because he said that if people don't show up, then it'll go ahead and start being only on the Discord for people who show up. I'm sorry, Golden. I butcher a lot of shit. Amanda, that new Namson song is up on his channel. And it's shareable now. That's cool, fireman. Yeah, Jason, whatever you want to do. That's between you and him. Like I said, I just hope he's feeling better. Because I know he's been sick, and then so has the rest of his family. So if you're a praying person, pray for Alpha. I get you, Amanda. And I appreciate you're here. I appreciate everybody that's here. You could be anywhere else, but you're here, so I appreciate you. Also, I believe that I've had a couple of community posts on my channel to ask questions of who y'all would like to see interviewed. So please go find those posts and leave comments of who you like to see me interview because I'll reach out to them. Thank you, Victoria. Prayers for Alpha and his family. Thank you, Amanda. I try. Like I said, it's just there's times that, I get in my head. I don't like taking viewers away from anybody, Golden, even if it is Spencer. That's fine, Amanda. You can ask and just let him know how to hit me up. I think if you search IG for Jay from the Redneck Riviera, my Instagram pops up with my real name on it. I'd also really like to get a hold of the guy that did the GI Brat rap. I forget his name. Triple T has it. Yes, Jason out here doxing me. That is my last name, but I am a junior. So yeah, my full real name is Jay Rigby Jr. I ain't gonna hide. People want to know the real me. That's how they can get to know the real me. By having conversations. Fireman says JJV will laugh at my last name. And Amanda says, and yes, always keep Alpha and his family in thoughts and good vibes. Definitely. Keep anybody that you know in your thoughts and prayers and send good vibes to. Whether it be Blindside Menace, KSN, Alpha, Jason, Jiminator, Namson, Samson, anybody that you rock with. It was a joke, Jason. I know. I'm not saying that you're doxing anybody, and it's not private. I don't care who knows my real name. Amanda, I'll give it out. Just like Menace does. If people are gonna dox me, they will fuck up. Like I said, I live in an open carry state where you don't have to have a permit to own a gun, so I feel for anybody that wants to roll up on me. That's right, Knuckles. Victoria, thank you. I'd love to interview him sometime too. Eh. Not that bad of an attitude combo, Amanda. Yeah, I appreciate all y'all. And if Knuckles is kind of nervous about doing an interview on a small channel like mine, maybe we can go ahead and have Tim and Lori on and Alpha and do a military brat slash active duty again interview. What's up? Who the fuck is Wukong? I appreciate all y'all for coming out. We got 10 people viewing according to YouTube, but I know that's off. But shout out to everybody that's typing in the chat and hanging out with us. Excuse my cough. Not really much. Just hanging out, bored, like I usually do with these podcasts. Has no real rhyme or reason. I just get bored and go online to see who wants to have a conversation. Because if I know one like you, talk with you in lives or what have you, and you want to hit the link that's pinned and hop up and have a conversation, I'm down. Nope, Golden, it's not. That's cool, Amanda. Yeah, Fireman, it was kind of funny, but like I said in the chat, if anybody saw, I think that he ended abruptly because he ended up having a phone call come through and couldn't figure out the technology. It's all good. Sorry for you, Amanda. Hope it gets better. Well, Golden, I'm not necessarily down. I'm just bored. There's a difference. So I am kind of cheered up. Y'all have helped with that. Probably Fireman. And I think he gets his son to help him with some of it. Yeah, man. But Mandy had said that she woke up to her son having shit everywhere, so she's cleaning literal shit. So I feel bad for her and hope things get better. Yeah, that too. Who the fuck is Mukon? He did have a lot of people calling him as well, which was probably what happened with the live. Yeah, and his son had just got home too. That's one thing that always fascinates me about artists and family and how they juggle the responsibilities. It's one of the things that I usually have conversations with artists about in my interviews is how they tend to juggle their personal and their professional lives. Not only at first, Victoria, it took him three to eight times before he finally saw Tim's question, and it was only because Tim asked it, Lori asked it, and then there was two or three other people that had mentioned it in the chat too. But that's what happens when you have that big of a fan base coming to see what you're talking about. Lives tend to go real fast, even when you put slow mode on. That's why I never get mad on whether or not an artist that size sees my comments or not, because I understand. That's one thing about me. I'm a very understanding person, especially when it comes to anything that has to do with me. I'm very understanding. When things happen to me, I can brush a lot of that off. Yeah, I saw Victoria. You also had mentioned it. But yeah, the doctor said my healing has taken so long because of my diabetes affecting it. And that's why I've been out of work since October. And I've been there, but I have a cat that feels that my whole house is her litter box. Oh, yeah. I feel you. Welcome, Jason.
Well, thank you for having me, kind sir.
You're welcome. I was in the middle of reading a comment. That's why it took me a minute to let you up.
So I've heard.
Yep. But what you want to talk about?
Stuff.
So I heard that that new Star Wars series is canceled after one season. Acolyte.
Yeah, I don't know anything about that. I don't really follow like the new Star Wars stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, been trying to go see the new Crow movie, but I was gonna go this morning before I called it a night so I can be ready for work, but that didn't work out. So hopefully I can make a trip to the theater tomorrow morning.
Cool. Hopefully.
Yeah, I'm seeing a whole lot of reviews and a whole lot of reviews that are not good.
Right. Well, it's also because a lot of people hold that movie in such high regard. They can't see it without it being, Brandon. So,
Yeah, I mean, I get that, but I don't know. My thing is, man, go watch it first, see for yourself, and if you still have that opinion afterwards, fine. I respect that, but
right.
I can't
And I,
respect your negative opinion if you don't at least go watch the movie first to give it a chance.
right. And I respect that you have that opinion. Because I remember when it first was announced, you and I had conversations about it, and I said the same thing: is like, give it a chance, see it, make up your own mind.
Yeah,
And the fireman, he says, people still watch Star Wars? Yeah, when it's good.
Ouch. Jay firing shots.
Well, to be fair, I
Fire.
haven't watched it, so I really don't have an opinion on it. But yeah, if it's being canceled after one season, it's probably not that good.
Yeah. Usually a lot of shows that only have one season. Yeah. Probably canceled for a reason.
Yeah. Now there are always exceptions to a rule, like Family Guy. It had one season and was canceled, and then a letter writing campaign happened to get it back on, and it came back for a number of seasons.
Yeah, but I mean, we're talking about shows that only had just one season and one season alone.
Right. So that's what I'm saying.
Family
If it only had one
Guy-
season and you like it,
Yeah.
get petitions going to help bring it back.
Yep.
Because that's the thing is, in a capitalist society, things are driven by the market. If
Yep.
enough people don't like it and don't see it and or don't give it good reviews, it's going to tank. But if enough people see it and like it and give good reviews, it's going to get a second chance or even continue.
Right. And if nobody's liking your show after the first season, it's probably because you're being a little too woke about it. I'm just saying.
Yeah, or your writing and or actors suck, so you have to just figure out what's making it bad and readjust.
Or the writing sucks.
Yeah, I said that. Either the writing or the actors.
Oh, I didn't catch that.
Yeah. It's all gravy.
Is it all gravy or is it all cream?
It's all gravy. Gravy makes everything better. Just like
I
bacon.
think cream is better, sweeter.
Gravy can be as sweet or as savory as you want it to be.
I don't know about that. If it's sweet, then it's probably not gravy. It's probably jelly or jam.
No, it depends on what you're making it with. Chocolate sauce can be considered a gravy at times. And if you thicken it up enough.
I don't know if I agree with that.
Well, what's mole? Isn't that a gravy?
Not that I'm aware of.
Yeah. Mole is a sauce / gravy, and it's kind of bittersweet.
I thought an old, what is it, an old lay?
No, mole, MOLE.
Oh, I thought a mole was being laid with an old person.
Fireman says, or with tomatoes. I found out through a rap song. Yeah, some moles do have tomatoes in it.
And tomatoes technically a fruit, so keep that in mind.
Yeah, it's like the old saying, knowledge is knowing that a tomato is a fruit. Wisdom is knowing it doesn't belong in fruit salad.
I don't know. Some people might like it in their fruit salad.
Everybody has their own tastes. That's why whenever I ask those either ors about food, I never really go ahead and say either one is wrong. I usually just say nice, I agree, or something like that.
It's like that whole, does pineapple, I don't know what I was saying with there. Pineapple, whether or not it belongs on pizza. I said, well, let me ask you this. Does tomato belong on pizza? And you say yes, and so does pineapple because they're both part of the same fruit family.
True.
So
I just don't like. I just say I don't like pineapple on pizza, but if you do, more power to you.
Yep, I love pineapple on pizza.
And see, I don't. So I'm not saying that you're wrong. I'm just saying that I don't like it. So
That's fine.
It's all good. Yep.
It's okay to be wrong sometimes, Jay.
Yeah, and it's okay to agree to disagree too.
Mm, right.
That's the thing that people have to realize is just because you have an opinion doesn't mean other people's opinion are less valid. It's their opinion, so you can agree to disagree about an opinion and let it go. Where it gets more muddy is when it's a verifiable fact that you're arguing about or not.
Mm.
Amanda says no pineapples on pizza unless it has habaneros on it. See, and I don't like habaneros either, but I also don't like peppers except for black pepper.
I like jalapenos and pineapple on my pizza.
So there you go. Making the stalkers love each other even more.
Oh yeah.
So you've been following wrestling and the wrestling news lately?
Yep. Pretty much.
And the Rhea Ripley, Damian Priest against the Judgment Day has been
Oh
really
yeah.
interesting.
Mm-hmm. And in unfortunate wrestling related news, we just learned that Psycho Sid Vicious, Sid Justice, however you know him, just passed away the other day.
Right. Rip, rest in peace. Amanda says JJV homegirl just agreed with you on that pizza choice. We know. We shouted you out, Amanda.
She said homegirl agreed.
Yeah, that's what I said.
You said disagreed.
No. I'm pretty sure I said agreed, but if I said disagreed, I misspoke.
All right, I'll give you that. You misspoke, sir.
And I apologize if I misspoke. I'm not above apologizing for, things that I do wrong.
I just like giving you a hard time.
I know. Oh, she says not her, but her homegirl agreed.
Nice.
Oh, yeah. Victoria says she doesn't like pineapple. She has an allergic reaction to it. That's a valid reason not to like it. You were going to say
Yeah,
something?
I have an allergic reaction to kiwi. I tried it. I like it. I just can't eat it.
Amanda trying to be funny. Here we go with the 10 or 12 foot. I believe that's a call out to when we were doing the album review.
Yeah, I know exactly what she's referring to with that.
Yeah, I caught it after I read it 2 or 3 times.
I ain't changing for shit, bro, so you can get fucked by a 10-foot dildo.
I don't give a shit. It's not important enough for me to argue about.
What?
The 10 or 12 foot.
Oh. I could have sworn you said 12 foot when you were talking about it.
I understand, and it just goes with, the live audio sometimes clips. So you never can be too sure.
Right.
It's when somebody calls you out on it and you have to retell what you said that, let it be understood.
Right.
And again, like I said, I have no problem admitting my faults when I'm wrong. That one I wasn't wrong on, but the other stuff I did admit I was wrong for. Victoria says, my older sister, if pineapple is not cooked, she can't breathe. We found out when she was 16 and went to Hawaii with our grandfather in the 90s. Ouch.
Ouch.
Oh, Amanda, I'm wrong a lot of times. I admit to when I'm wrong. Jason can tell you I've admitted to being wrong a lot.
Sure.
I like how you put that beforehand. There's just times I get passionate about what I say and how I feel, and I don't back down unless I am given facts.
There you go.
Yeah, like I said, I admit to it.
Uh-huh. I would say more often than not, you do.
I appreciate that.
Mhm.
Now, being a wrestling aficionado, I heard something about Seth Rollins being hospitalized. Was that true, or was that old?
Yeah,
Or
they had to write him off TV, so they had who was it? Bronson Reed take him out.
uh,
Yeah, they're trying to build Bronson Reed up as a credible monster heel. So
nah,
Rollins was like his first victim he took out. Then R-Truth. Then I think, well, he almost took Miz out.
so they're no longer tag team partners.
Not that I'm aware of.
Cool. And that was Jason. I think he was, fixing his dinner or lunch or something. Was what the clapping sound was.
Oh, I'll eat some yogurt, some vanilla yogurt.
I never really got into eating yogurt because it always had a real heavy lemon flavor to me. And I don't mind lemon flavor, but when I'm eating something that's supposed to taste like vanilla, I don't want to taste lemon. And that's just
I,
a personal thing.
I love the taste of yogurt. It's delicious.
Now, frozen yogurt I can eat. That's not bad, but just
Oh,
regular yogurt.
frozen yogurt is the business. If you don't like frozen yogurt, something's wrong with you.
Nah.
You're just the wrong kind of person.
But then again, when it comes to frozen yogurt, I have to be in the mood for it.
Oh, Amanda says, okay, who's chopping, not clapping?
Oh, chopping, my bad. Again, I admit my fault. Fireman says he doesn't like it anyway. He doesn't like yogurt in any form. I feel sorry for you because I like frozen yogurt, but again, I have to be in the mood for it.
And like I told Jay earlier, I'll say the same thing to you. It's okay to be wrong sometimes. I will not hold it against you.
Yeah, the only thing you're holding against is Amanda, right?
I don't hold anything against Amanda.
Well, I mean, you'd hold you against Amanda, is what I was saying.
Oh, you hold me against Amanda?
Yeah, you will hold you against Amanda.
Depends in what sense.
You're fucking around.
I think Jay's trying to insinuate something.
Whatever floats your boat or tickles your pickle.
Hey, easy now. This is a family show.
No, it's not. I never claimed this was a family show.
Oh, so the people in the chat are not family?
Oh no, everybody's family, but I'm just saying we're not family friendly on the show. We talk about anything.
Oh, it's like what Alpha Tyler says. Yeah, we are family friendly. It just depends on who's your family.
Man, I don't like the vanilla flavor, but like most of the rest. That's cool.
I'm not saying. Well, me particularly, I do like vanilla yogurt, vanilla flavored yogurt, but I also like other flavors too.
Yeah.
It's just vanilla, just one of my favorite flavors.
I saw somebody taking kind of on the subject, but off because it's basically a dessert talk. Is I saw somebody on IG do a recipe where they took cookie dough and put it in a cake pan,
Yeah,
lined the cake pan with the cookie dough, put
yeah.
uh put Oreos down, then put a layer of um I think it was peanut butter, creamy peanut butter, then a layer of Reese's cups, and then a layer of Nutella, and then brownie mix over top and bake it.
Bruh, that is just diabetes waiting to happen.
True, but it sounded delicious.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, it sounds great, but I mean, I, I mean, I would try it, but
Yeah, it would be like a slice at a time, a slice a day.
yeah.
Amanda
Cottage
says
cheese
she
with
loves
fruit
cottage
is
cheese with
delicious.
fruit, and I'm not a big
Yes,
fan of cottage cheese.
I love cottage cheese.
And Victoria says she likes cottage cheese by itself.
I do too. Cottage cheese by itself or with fruit, either way, I'll take some cottage cheese.
I can watch it, I just can't make it, Amanda. Nothing wrong with reading the menu every now and then. You just can't order. The same thing that used to be said when I was married or in a relationship. It's okay to read the menu, you just can't order off of it. Meaning it's okay to look, just don't touch. Sure, you fireman, just don't sing it. Somebody saw my karaoke video.
Hey, Jay's karaoke voice is actually not that bad.
I appreciate that, Jason.
I've heard way worse, and that was nowhere near worst.
I appreciate that, Jason. And Amanda, I know that's why I said everything in moderation. I make sure I have my insulin if I have a slice of that, and I probably won't finish it because it does seem like it would be a little bit too sweet.
No, I think the only way Jake can possibly lose another toe is if he sleeps with another Duchess.
You're funny,
I know. I'll
but
be here
looks
all week.
aren't everything.
I never say anything about looks. I just say the only possible way you can lose another toe is if you sleep with another Duchess.
And I said you're funny, but looks aren't everything. Meaning you're funny looking.
Jake, who wanted you to be firing shots in regards to looks?
Hey, I admit that I have the face for radio. That's why I hide behind an avatar, so as to not break everybody else's cameras.
Uh-huh.
I mean, the last time I put my camera on for Menace, I think he cracked his phone screen or his computer screen.
Oof. I think Menace's big ass 5 head will crack his own fucking screen camera.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know whose forehead is bigger, Menace's or Layman's.
Menace's. He's the big ass 5 head, heaven ass wiggle worm, and I told him this.
That almost makes me think that it might taste good, but I hate cottage cheese. Victoria says her dad used to make a dip with cottage cheese, sour cream, cream cheese, garlic powder, onion powder, and Worcestershire sauce.
That actually sounds interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I've ever had that before, but I mean, I'd be down to try it.
Yes, Fireman. Both tracks Menace dropped lately has rocked. Him and Layman dropped a track earlier today, I believe.
Hmm.
Amanda, he's probably watching the Science Channel as always.
I thought he was live. I saw earlier that he had went live.
I don't know. Amanda, I will. That sounds delicious. Peanut butter pie with Ritz. I'm
Ritz
assuming
peanut.
the Ritz cracker is the crust for the peanut butter pie.
I don't know if I can do peanut butter pie. I like peanut butter, but I don't know if I like it that much.
You've never had peanut butter pie? It's delicious.
Ew.
What
That,
they
that
do
sounds
is
like.
they have the peanut butter warm so that it's spreadable, and then once they spread it in the pie crust, they freeze it, and it comes out frozen. It's delicious.
Oh, kind of like how they make cheesecake.
Mm-hmm. That
Interesting.
or like chocolate pudding pie is done the same way.
Uh huh. I don't know.
Oh yeah, Amanda says that Menace didn't go live earlier. He had a premiere, which was for the song
That's
with him
what.
and Layman.
Yeah. That's right. She's right about that.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I saw.
And diabetics are not supposed to eat a lot of peanut butter because of the sugar content, but you can get low sugar peanut butter. And if you end up, it's good to have around if you end up having your sugar drop drastically to bring it up. Fruit's better for you, but it's also
Yeah.
high in sugar, so
Yeah, but with fruit, you're getting that natural sugar.
right. I got you, Amanda. All good. Victoria said, yeah, he dropped a song with Layman yesterday and dropped another song today that he had a premiere for both. Gotcha.
Nice.
I'm still excited, waiting for Alpha's album to drop, and I've
I'm
been
waiting for that thing
listening.
to drop too.
And I've
Sorry, I
been
never
listening
did.
to Namson's fight song and video a lot lately. I've
Yeah.
been waiting, tried to share it out to Fox News, MTV, and Yo MTV Raps in the hopes to get it to go viral.
Yep.
I did, however, hear that Tim Pool got a hold of it somehow and played it either for his Patreon or his Discord or at the end of one of his broadcasts. I'm not sure which one it was, but there was people coming saying that Tim Pool sent them to his
Said
chat
what?
that they had seen Namson's fight song in the comment section. They were saying Tim
Uh,
Pool sent them.
uh, Interesting.
So it's getting some airplay. Ooh, that's bad, Amanda. I'm sorry for you. She says, I'm not supposed to eat peanut butter because part of my intestines don't work like a 2-inch section. So things like peanut butter and rice get stuck.
Ouch. That's horrible. I'm sorry to hear that.
Where'd you hear that, Amanda? That Trump Jr. said he would check it out? From Tim Pool? She said, oh, and yeah, and Trump Jr. said he would check it out. I'm wondering where he heard about it from. Was Tim Pool or somebody else?
It could have been Tim Pool. I wouldn't be surprised if it makes the rounds of a lot of those political news-based YouTubers like Benny Johnson. I wouldn't be surprised if he gets a hold of it. He plays it.
No, she said no from her comments with him. Cool. She sent it
Yeah, I wouldn't
to Trump Jr.
be hear that song.
I love that thing because whether you agree with Trump or not, everything Nampson in the song says is correct. We don't
Oh
need
yeah.
division, and if you're wanting the death of a president elect, you're evil.
Oh yeah.
You should want opposition because that's what makes America great is having more than one opinion.
Yeah.
He said it in the comments of one of his funny things on IG. Cool. And she says
Oh
she needs to
sure.
get a hold of Tucker Carlson and Dan Bongino. Yeah, that'd be cool. And Laura Trump. Yeah, I sent it to Donald Trump Jr.'s DM and Melania Trump's DM, but I don't know if they'll see it or not. Yeah, she did do a song with Moonshine Bandits. Lana
Nice.
Trump.
Nice.
Yep.
Nice.
Cool, Amanda. I'm not on his email list, so I'll let Namson know that you're doing that if he's not watching. I may have to let you keep in touch with the comments for a minute while I go grab a drink of water.
Oh, you just gonna abandon me like that, Jerry?
Just for a couple of seconds to get a drink of water.
Okay, 1, 2, and Jay should be
Oh,
back by now.
no. You got to remember, I'm an amputee, so it takes me a minute to move.
Oh, so now it's a minute.
Yeah. Anyway.
This guy. This guy.
This guy right here.
Always spreading that fake news. That's just what he does. He's worse than Sleepy Joe. Ah, that guy. Nice, Amanda. Nice. By the way, that's not the first time I talked in the Trump voice. I use it on one of our family game nights. And some of the guys thought I was using some AI generator. Like, nope, that's your boy. I'm the one with the voices. I'm the guy who can talk like the Joker.
All right, I'm back.
All right, so Amanda, you're saying you're going back to work in 4 weeks?
Nice. She's had 6 back surgeries and many more are getting to moving and stretching, or you're gonna hate life. Oh, she
Oof.
said, no, I am. Yeah. I had my uh, doctor's appointment today for them to clean up my toe, and they said it's looking really good and that I may actually be able to go back to work in about 4 weeks.
Ooh, nice.
Yep.
Oh, thank you, Amanda. I appreciate that.
Yeah, Jason does pretty good with voices.
I
I would
do
be
okay. I'm just okay. I'll take that much credit.
waiting for the day somebody hits him up to be a voice actor.
That would be nice.
Because you do a good Trump, you do a good Joker. There's a couple other voices you've done that were pretty good too. I just can't think of them off the top of my head.
I'm Pennywise the dancing clown.
Hmm. That one sounded more like your Joker voice, though.
Well, they're kind of close to each other if you think about it.
True.
I mean, go listen to Bill Skarsgård's Pennywise voice. It does very sound. It sounds very similar to Joker.
And Mandy, my old job told me when they laid me off that if they had a position open, I'm free to come back. But if they don't have a job opening, they just have to put me on the list for whenever they did have an opening. Yes, it does take me a bit to stand. Amanda said that.
Right.
But if my old job doesn't have a position open, I have a friend that is a sous chef at a country club and told me that I could apply and he'd get me a job working with him.
I would just go there.
Well, my old job paid better.
Uh,
At least as far as I know of. I have to talk to the friend of mine.
well, I would talk to the friend first to see which one pays better.
True. But I want to wait until it gets closer to the 4 weeks to make sure I don't have any setbacks.
Right.
Man, a request for a voice.
See, Archer from Small Soldiers. I don't know if I could do Archer. I have to listen to it. It's been so long since I've seen Small Soldiers.
Right. You give him a little while to research, and maybe he'll end up doing that voice on one of his reactions.
Yeah. I should have did the Trump voice when I did Nampy's reaction. I
Oh
thought
yeah.
about that too. I was like, damn, that was such a missed opportunity.
Yeah. She says it's one of the best. I saw a meme that I shared. I think it was in Alpha's Discord that had the top 10 '80s movies, and there's only like maybe two or three on there that I hadn't seen.
Oh yeah.
Right, Victoria? It's a good thing to wait and see what happens before going and trying to go back to work. Mandy says her son's gonna need a new pacemaker next year. That sucks.
Ouch.
Sorry for you, Mandy. If you don't like prayers, I'll say that I'm sending positive vibes in the hopes that everything goes well. And Amanda says, "Oh, Mandy, it's hard to go through that with stuff with a child. Keep you in my thoughts." And Victoria is sending prayers for Mandy. Mandy doesn't like people praying for her because she doesn't like established religion in any way, shape, or form. So that's why I had said that I'd send her positive vibes. It's about the same thing. He said, "Oh well, it's just that he had this one since 2 years. So yeah, it's gonna be time for a new one.
Mm.
It's not that big a deal if he heals well." Well, again, I'm sending positive vibes, hoping that everything goes well, Mandy. No mother should have to go through that with their child.
Nope, absolutely not.
Like I was saying earlier today, that seeing children suffer always upsets me because I feel children should be nurtured and protected. Anybody that harms a child definitely deserves to have harm done to them.
Mm.
I'm sorry, Mandy, but I'm just saying, I know how you feel, and I'm trying to be considerate of your thoughts and feelings. But she said, now I don't mention it, and you start LMAO. And Amanda said, that's why I say keep them in my thoughts and good vibes, because you never know. Yeah, exactly. Like I said, I know and understand how Mandy feels, so I'm not trying to, you know, upset her or trigger her. So I just hope for the best.
And nobody's here to debate you, Mandy. So I'm pretty sure you're safe.
You're welcome, Mandy. Just understand that some people that do say that they're praying for you and all that, it's meant in a good nature and as, positive thing, not anything negative, whether you believe in it or not. I just hope you understand that. Because, like I said, anybody that has a child going through something, I feel for you. Understood, Mandy. Again, like I said, I wasn't trying to start a disagreement or an argument or a debate or anything. I'm just letting you know that there are a lot of people out there that use that term in a way that it's meant to be a positive, not a negative. But again, I hope everything works out for you, Mandy. I truly do. You're a good person, and I truly hate seeing bad things happen. Because Mandy is a very giving person when she wants to be. Don't start that shit, Jason.
Don't start what?
Yawning.
I don't know what you're talking about. Stop blaming the
Understood, man.
bellboy for the problems, Jay.
And I get that, Mandy, but like I said, I just have a lot of empathy for children, and I don't like seeing children suffer or have to go through anything painful. So I wish them well and their families. Oh, I sent my nephew that is in um, Air Force training after boot camp. the Discord link to Alphas, so he may show up. But
Nice.
whenever he has time, because he said he found out his first duty station after he finishes his training in Texas. He's got to go for a couple of weeks to New Mexico for training, and then his first duty station is going to be in Korea.
Oh wow.
Yep. So I want to keep in touch. And he has Discords for his gaming, so I sent him the link to the Alpha Tyler's Discord so we can touch base every now and then. His twin brother is in the Air Force stationed in Alabama, though. They went in at different times. So I can't tell you how proud I am of them boys.
Them boys.
Yeah. I think they're 21 now. They might be in their 20s.
Uh,
But yeah. They mainly joined the military to get away from their parents, but still, I'm proud of them.
right.
And at least they were smart enough to go to the Air Force. It's easier training and easier jobs. Although the one is being an airplane mechanic, and the other one is military special. Well, not special, military security force.
I don't know if Alpha Tyler were here, he would have a different opinion.
Oh, I'm sure. Most people that were in different branches have a different opinion of the Air Force. They call it the chair force because they don't do much, but when they're in a pinch, they're there for them just like every other branch.
Mm-hmm.
That's why they get to pick on each other.
Amanda says, "LOL, he touches base all day."
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure what that was in reference to.
I think I know.
She also said she wanted to be the first woman to fly in combat, but she has heart problems, so she couldn't go in.
Oh,
Yeah,
that sucks.
that sucks, but there's
Yeah.
other ways of supporting. And I'm sure they appreciated that you wanted to. Damn it, Victoria. You better
Jeez.
now, right? We're glad you're around. No, I get you, Amanda. Yeah, he's a youngin'. He'll learn. I haven't gotten to see him since he went in, but because when my family went to go watch him graduate from boot camp, I had to stay home with the dog that passed away recently, so I didn't get to go. Plus, I was working at the time and all that, so I just want him to know I'm proud of him. I get it, Amanda. I hear a train in my distance.
Amanda just likes to touch base.
I'm sure. Yeah, my nieces and nephews, I'm proud of all of them. The two nephews went into the military. Their sister works for the police department in the dispatch, and is also cross training to be a interpreter because she went to college to be a linguistic. She had linguistics as her major, and she ended up doing the foreign exchange program because she was learning Chinese, and did half of her time in China as well as the other half here.
Mm.
And then her oldest brother
They call the
works
train.
IT. Yep.
Look, boss, the train, the train.
Right. Sorry to hear that, Amanda, but please do see that doctor.
That wasn't Mandy. I said that was Victoria.
What?
You said Amanda. That was Victoria's comment that you highlighted.
My bad. I misspoke, Victoria.
See, I pay attention.
Thank you for the understanding, Victoria. Mandy, yeah, that's got to be heart wrenching. Sorry, I kind of mute every now and then because the train is kind of loud rolling by.
It's not really that loud.
Okay. Yeah, it's tending to get close to the end, I think.
I mean, even when it toots its horn, it's not even that loud.
Well, that's usually because I mute before it gets close enough. I'll hear it in the distance and mute. Because I try to be understanding of people with headphones so they don't get their ears blown out. Getting your back blown out is fine. Your ears, that's another story.
Bus,
So,
bus, the train, the train.
the train bus, the train. Yeah, where I live literally 2 houses from a road that runs parallel to the railroad tracks. You go up my street and then it like tees off, and the railroad tracks are on the other side. And then on the other side of the railroad tracks is the military base with the flight line. So that's why I don't do a lot of daytime lives, because you have not only the train, but you have airplanes flying over, because we have the Hurricane Hunters based out of here. And then, as I was saying, with my nieces and nephew, after the niece, her oldest brother works IT, I think for NASA, And then my other brother's daughter, I'm not exactly sure what she does. She's been working odd jobs here and there, like at Bed Bath and Beyond and stuff.
Mm,
But they're all good kids.
nice.
Yeah, I feel you, Amanda. She says she's not even 20 yards from the train all day, and every day in the airport is half a mile from her house. Yeah, try living with the flight line, not, but like I would say about 20 to 30 feet away, along with the railroad track. Understood. Understood, Victoria. Just try not to put it off too long. We want you to be around as long as possible. That's why I go to my doctor's appointments as I'm supposed to. Because I know there'd be people that'd be sad if they found out that, I had passed away in my sleep or something. Which is how I've had several different finger quote psychics tell me is that I'll die of old age in my sleep.
Well, that's kind of cruel.
And now if you think about it, if you go to sleep and you just don't wake up,
No, I mean to be told that that's going to happen to you. That's cruel.
I don't mind. I don't quite believe in fortune telling anyway. Because everybody has a destiny that's written out for them somewhere, and it's not a good thing to know your destiny. So, and finding out about how you're gonna die is just means it's gonna end up changing that somehow. Cool, Victoria. She says she has to get a referral from her primary doctor.
Mm.
A lot easier doing that than getting on disability. I'll tell you that. There you go with your yawning again,
I
Mister
don't know what you're talking about.
Yarnerson.
I don't know what you're talking about, sir.
I do, and I'm
You're,
sure her chat heard it too.
you're hearing things.
Man, it says we are the Army depot for the West. It never ends. Saw a helicopter and a kite in a hover match over her house, assholes. Yeah, like I said, we got the Air Force base out here, so we have jets and planes and all helicopters and all sorts of stuff that come out of there.
Jet planes and helicopters. Oh my! Jet planes and helicopters. Oh my!
Right? I don't know how, but that just reminded me. I took a picture of my foot when I was at the doctor's office. I'm going to end up posting in the Discord. It's not of the wound, it's just of the top view of my foot with missing the big toe.
Oof.
You never know what toes you need for what until you're missing them. I'll tell you
Does it
that.
still feel like it's still there?
Sometimes
Oof.
there's times where it feels like there's somebody pinching my feet, and especially where that toe was, even though it's not there, I'll feel like
Uh-huh.
somebody grabbing the toe and pinching it.
Wow.
But I'm also lucky that the neuropathy is kicked into my feet because I don't feel a whole lot other than like there being a brick at the bottom of my foot.
Uh-huh.
That's the best way I can describe it. Sometimes is I don't have that much feeling in my foot. It just feels like there's a brick attached to the bottom of my foot. Other
Oh,
times there's pain in the wound and the incision on the side of my foot. It just all varies.
it really sucks, man.
hmm But again, I don't like talking about me because, well, there's people out there that have it worse than me.
It is very true.
It's also why I don't, do that finger quote e-begging online and post my Cash App and tell people to donate and everything because
Hit the
I don't want
cash
people
app,
to just,
y'all. Hit the cash app.
I just don't want people to be hitting me up thinking, that I'm a charity case of some kind.
Right.
I appreciate any help that people give me, but I also don't go asking for it as much as possible. Because as I said before, I wholeheartedly believe in the Lord helps those who help themselves, and I'd rather just try to make my way on my own. When people do help me, I do appreciate it though, and many people have, and I want them to know how appreciative I am of them. It may not seem like it, but I am. And I appreciate everybody that stopped by. We're down to 5 viewers. We were at 10, which my analytics says is typical. I have between 5 and 10 viewers at any given time for any of my drops. Amanda says I got told I was a grifter for putting my GoFundMe for my phone up once. LOL. So I didn't again. Like, damn, I was bedridden and my job was off my phone. LOL. I just wanted to pay off my $5,000 light bill. Yeah, I feel you. And you had planned on paying people back. I feel you. Best laid plans of mice and men.
Hey,
Or
Mice and
the
Man, I read that book.
or as they say,
So what
as
now?
we're the road to hell is paved with good intentions is another saying that I've heard most of my life growing up. Victoria said, "I'm so sorry, Amanda." Amanda said, "So I said, fuck it, fuck them, and I'm building it up little by little. Good for you." Music. Adam Calhoun, Mesus, and Tom. FJ and Kenny reacts. I feel you. Reactor's gonna be busy that day.
So what? What's happening now?
Friday, there's a lot of music dropping. Adam Calhoun, Mesus, and Tom McDonald are dropping a collab, and then FJ Outlaw's dropping a song, and Kenny Reacts is dropping a song, or Trainwreck Kenny dropping a video for a song. You heard? Are we still alive? Because I think the StreamYards is fucking with Jason. Because I don't hear him saying anything. All right, Victoria. And again, like I said, Namson's song "Fight" is available on YouTube. Appreciate that, fireman, that I'm still alive. If Jason tries to come back, I'm waiting for a few minutes, and otherwise I might end it soon. Getting low on smokes. Yeah, I saw Jason. StreamYard booted you for some reason. Your connection might not have been strong enough to stay in or something. If you're gonna come back, I'll wait, but if not, then I'll be shutting it down. Just let me know what you're planning. I'm about to smoke my last one, so. I appreciate you coming up, Jason. Yeah, Amanda, that's the best way to do. Kill them with kindness. But I appreciate y'all for coming out. I'm gonna go ahead and end it now, and I'm gonna go ahead and finish my cigarette and play a few games, watch a few videos, and go to bed. Understood, Amanda. Next time. Like I said, be looking for artist interviews Saturday and Monday. And if I get bored again between then, I'll be going live. Plus, if Alpha Tyler does his ATRL, we'll have the ATRL after party tomorrow night, Friday morning. Yep. It's been 2 hours and 3 minutes and 40 seconds. So, everyone have a good night. We'll talk to you later.